Are you guys paying for that?
So why doesn't head office do something? Why don't they hire paid duty police officers? This is where the van is registered to.
Okay, so why are you playing detective and chasing these people down?
Hey, what is that?
David Menzies for Rebel News here in beautiful Brampton, Ontario. And folks, we have an update to that LCBO theft I witnessed on the Queensway earlier this month, September 9th to be precise. You might recall I was off duty. I was just going in to buy a bottle of scotch because where the hell else am I going to buy one given Doug Ford's liquor monopoly? And this is what I witnessed.
Yeah, you don't want to take credit.
Are you guys paying for that? Hey,
Get away from them.
are you punks paying for that? Hey, what is that? Get a weapon.
Yeah, so I did my best to follow them out of the store. It appears to be that one of the reprobates held out a dog spray. I sure didn't want to get that in my eyes or on my face, but I did manage to get the license plate number of the getaway. And as you saw in the video, the LCBO employees, they were doing nothing but being spectators. And I'm not being critical of the employees because I have heard from LCBO employees, if they get involved, it is automatic termination. Don't ask me how, but we tracked the place of residence that corresponded to the license plate number of that van. And I'm in a very nice, I would call it a middle-class neighborhood in Brampton, Ontario. And the house behind me with all the ivy, this is where the van is registered to. As I mentioned, it's a nice neighborhood, but there's something a little off with this house. Between the two homes here, there is this big pile of garbage. I don't know what that suggests. What I kind of get the vibe is that maybe there are several individuals living in this house. And of course, we have to consider the fact that maybe the van was stolen. So what we're going to do now is call Peel Regional Police and find out if somebody can come here and, do a little police work, and I can go back to journalism work. Let's see how that goes.
Police communications.
Yes, hi there. I would just want to report essentially I witnessed a armed robbery, if you will, of an LCBO on September 9th on the Queensway. And I was able to track the getaway car to a residence in Brampton. And I'm outside that residence right now.
Sorry, this happened on the 9th and you just found out where these people live?
Yes, because it took some doing to find out where this...
You work for the LCBO?
No, I do not.
Okay, so why are you playing detective and chasing these people down?
I guess because somebody has to. The LCBO employees just stand there and watch thousands of dollars of our money as taxpayers go out the door. So I'm a little baffled that you're upset about me playing detective when I think I'm doing you a solid.
I'm worried about your safety right now.
Well, I appreciate that.
This house. So you're in 21 Division. Can you go over to the front desk and speak to an officer there?
Okay.
I'd rather you not sit in front of that address.
Okay, well, maybe it was my bad thinking this was an emergency, but I don't know, somebody ripping off thousands of dollars on a regular basis of a taxpayer-funded liquor store and also brandishing a weapon, and that's what dog spray is. I kind of think that falls into the category of armed robbery, but what do I know? And you heard my conversation with the non-emergency dispatcher. She wants me to go to a division and file a report. So my cameraman Lincoln J and I, that's exactly what we're going to do. And let's see how this plays out. Maybe I took too much offense, but really it was like, you know, that attitude. Why are you playing detective? Well, I think, like I said, somebody has to. I mean, like, are we just supposed to stand there and get robbed blind by these reprobates and these thugs? Speak of the devil and he shall appear. It's a plea. I think in policing circles, we just saw an example of FIDO. It stands for effort, drive on. Maybe it's a coincidence that police cruiser is on this quiet neighborhood, but since they were in the neighborhood, couldn't they have pulled over and done a little investigation themselves? But again, we're in a day and age, aren't we, folks, where let the thieves walk out the store with the merchandise. Don't defend yourself during a home invasion. And according to at least one Toronto police officer, you know, when the thieves come by, just leave your key fob at an accessible place. Let the thieves get away with your set of wheels. You want to deal with all that messy crime scene cleanup stuff, you know.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door.
Well, folks, I just paid a visit to Peel Regional Police 21 Division. Well, I'm learning something about jurisdictional etiquette. The nice officer at the counter said because the crime was committed in the city of Toronto, it's a Toronto Police Service matter, even if the vehicle is registered to a Brampton address here in Peel Region. So we're now going to reach out to Toronto Police 22 Division, to be precise, and see what they have to say. And in the meantime, as a sidebar, I couldn't help but notice, look at this sign, photography, audio, or video recording is prohibited. It's very odd. Is that actually a law, or is it some kind of made-up rule? Because I can tell you, it's not quid pro quo when you go onto that premises. Oh, you better believe you're being video and audio recorded. I don't know. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I would say, but apparently not. Anyways, we abided by this law or this rule, and but it has me scratching my head why they don't want interactions recorded, because if you're playing by all the rules and doing all the right stuff, then why wouldn't you want it recorded? In any event, that'll be a story for another day. Let's reach out to 22 Division at the Toronto Police Service. En route, as you can see, is the literal scene of the crime. Called Joe on Saturday, the manager. He hung up on me. Oh yeah, hi there, Joe. My name's David Menzies. I'm calling just to...
Who's this, David Menzies?
That's right. I'm the fellow who witnessed the theft, the big theft on September 9th. And I called yesterday, and I was told to give you a call today just to find out what the...
Actually, sir, I'm not supposed to divulge any information. Just if you can contact LCBO Corporate Communications.
Oh,
and that's, okay,
I'd be happy to, Joe, but they don't communicate with us. I'm just trying to find out the status of the police report.
I cannot discuss this. Thank you, sir. I'm so sorry.
You can't discuss? Why not? How's that for customer service excellence? So why don't we pay a house call before we go to 22 Division? I see something different already through the window, a security guard. But again, unless you're a paid duty police officer, what kind of effect does a security have when it comes to apprehending the bad guys? And, well, enough pontificating. Let's see what Joe has to say. Hi there. Hello. Is Joe the manager in today?
Let me go take a look.
Thank you so much. Do you want to see what I recorded last week?
It's okay.
Oh, you saw her.
We don't need to see it again. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Don't shoot the messenger. I was just here actually paying for my liquor, ma'am. You know.
Yeah, and we get the backlash for it, thanks to you.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Who gave you backlash, ma'am?
You got customers coming in here talking about it. I don't want to say another word.
Yeah.
Leave it be.
Listen, it's
No,
not
no.
it's not your responsibility. So why doesn't head office do something? Why don't they hire paid duty police officers?
Take it up with that officer.
Yeah, why would? I have tried. They don't respond. But I'm sorry you're getting backlash. That wasn't the objective. I just want to know what the status of the police report is, or has a police report been filed even? Are they just trying to sweep this under the rug? I know when we did an earlier video this year of a LCBO near me where I live in Richmond Hill. One night, $120,000 of booze went out the door. I'm not sure if that's retail or wholesale, but you see one of the employees allegedly forgot to close the side door. And wouldn't you know, just by coincidence, a band of thieves came by that night in the wee hours and went straight to that unlocked door. What are the odds?
I guess Joe's not going to come out to see us.
I can't make. Like I said, I've been out here since you got.
He's in there.
Huh?
I see people in there. That glass isn't as good as. What's it like working for Joe? I think he's very rude. You know that? I mean, he hung up on me, and now he won't come out and explain, this theft situation. And I thought I did you guys a solid by following the thieves out the store and getting the license plate.
I can't make any comments on any news going on or any investigations or anything.
Okay,
well, they pay me to. I'm the CSR. I talk to customers.
Okay.
Cash, and that's about it.
Well, you know what? I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I know there's an entire media relations department of the LCBO. They never return our calls or emails.
I haven't talked to them. I can get you their phone number if you'd like.
Oh, I've already got that. But you know what? In the unlikely event Joe grows a set, can you give him my business card, please? Sure. Okay, thank you. We've been just standing here like jabronis for about 35 or 40 minutes. Clearly, Joe has no intention on facing the music, and not even the courtesy of a staffer to say Joe is unavailable. And we get the de rigueur reach out to head office, and they don't call back. Premier Ford, you get really blustery about booze when it comes to banning certain booze from certain countries, and then you gave a tip of the hat to the man who actually got involved with fisticuffs trying to prevent an LCBO theft. You said you'd like to meet him.
Just a customer. He stood up and held him accountable. I'd love to meet that guy one day. You gave him a couple slugs in the head. They deserve a slug in the head every once in a while.
But you are the premier. You have a supermajority. What are you going to do about this? I mean, we've already talked about this, that maybe it's a matter of the LCBO going back to the past, having the product in a vault, so to speak, and you request your booze and you pay for it before you even get to touch it. I mean, if you look around, there are cases where the high-end stuff is already under lock and key. Why not do that for everything? I understand in Manitoba, at their liquor control boards, you have to actually show government ID before you get into the store. There's something, at least you know who might be ripping you off. In the meantime, Lincoln and I, we're going to go down the road to 22 Division because I don't even know if these guys burned a few calories and actually phoned in a police report. Wouldn't that be amazing? I gave them all the information on a silver platter. Do you think maybe they couldn't even be bothered to do that? This is outrageous and egregious. Well, folks, we have now descended into the Monty Python universe. You won't believe how my interaction just went down. We're not allowed to film inside the police station. Again, I don't know if that is a actual law or some kind of rule, but I don't need the hassle of being arrested. In any event, there was a man ahead of us, and he was trying to report a theft of over $10,000, and the police officer engaging with him said he had to call the phone number of 416-808-2222. He explained he's been on that phone literally for hours. Didn't matter. Nobody in the entire police division was available to take his report. So when it came to my turn, guess what happened, folks? Exactly the same thing. Even though I told the lady I have video evidence, even though I told the lady we have done some detective work and we know where the getaway car resides, the house in Brampton, she wasn't interested. I was absolutely baffled. I even offered my business card and said, could you have an officer when he's available to call me? And evidently that is a non-starter. That cannot be done. I'm not kidding. I mean, it was unbelievable. She wouldn't even take my business card. So I was handed a that little card with a phone number. And folks, I spent almost an hour on Friday. I could not get through to a human being. I explained that to her. Anyways, I did meet a friendly officer out here on Bloor Street. He was training a new recruit how to do radar enforcement. I guess the city needs the money with all the speed cameras being sawed down. And he was nice. He went in there, he pled my case, he came out and he gave me an internet address to report the crime there. Evidently, I can upload evidence. So that'll be the next video in this series. Is it just me? Am I being a burden to people, or am I really doing the right thing? I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm reporting a crime. I'm reporting people stealing thousands of our inventory if you're an Ontario taxpayer. I'm reporting somebody walking around with dog spray he's using as a weapon. But as far as the LCBO is concerned, and as far as the person I dealt with here at 22 Division, sorry, not interested. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. You know what, folks? I can't help but think if our liquor stores were owned by private individuals as opposed to a government bureaucracy, do you think they would take theft more seriously? I sure do. In the meantime, can you go to our new petition, sellthelcbo.com. That's sellthelcbo.com. Put your name on that petition. Tell Doug Ford to do the right thing and to privatize this bloated booze bureaucracy. And while you're there, if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can continue to bring you the other side of the story.